Whoa, did you see the lighting volumes on Sora freak out for like 1 frame there?
I did not. I missed it. What a shame.
It wasn't too exciting. I just noticed it. It was weird.
Wait, Korra. Let me talk to Rinzler. A little heart-to-heart might jog his memory.
He's a program, Sora. Programs don't have hearts.
That's not true. The Tron I remember, he had something. Hey, you used to be called Tron, right? Clue did something to you to mess with your memory. You're a little confused, but that's okay. Come on, remember, Tron?
Just keep on reusing that animation.
Why not? To be fair, they redo that same pose in the movie several times.
Yeah.
I don't think Rinzler is quite the friend you remember.
Go help Sora.
Time, that's all.
Go help. Go help your new friend. Oh no, never mind. It's too late.
Tron, don't!
Oh man, it sure would be helpful if you had a way of unlocking that door.
Tron, why?
This is again really weird freaking writing and moments here where it's like he's more concerned about Tron than he is about his new friend who just got kicked in the face and might be killed shortly. I don't know, whatever. Also, so I feel like this is, I shouldn't have to point this out. This Tron can't possibly remember Sora because the Tron that Sora interacted with is in a computer.
Oh yeah.
In Ansem's office.
Wait, well, oh yeah. So even when he got copied, wouldn't matter because
unless he freaking and again, unless he copied it off of Ansem's computer in the last like couple of months.
Yeah.
And this system has been here for 30 years.
Listen, what were we talking about before about how it's like friendships can bleed over into people's memories and just because you don't remember?
So people were very upset with me about some
really?
stuff that's going to happen coming up here related to that.
Oh, no.
That was why I was talking about that during Coded. But anyway,
no.
we have another scene to watch here.
I was just being an asshole there.
You remember how I was saying before, like a lot of these scenes where villains show up are just really vague and useless?
Yes.
This one is one of the only ones that isn't like that. But it's not useless, it's just infuriating.
Put the most precious memories in the back of our minds where they're safe. Or in your case, the most precious hearts?
Birth by sleep.
Not you again.
358 days.
Memory and heart are tightly linked.
Samus!
Rub a few memories together, and you get a spark of emotion, a feeling. But in a digital world, memory does not work like that. Nothing is ever felt. You can hold 1,000, 1,000,000 times the information, but there is still no heart with which to parse it. Once, my master Ansem found an old system and made a copy of its master control program.
He just found it.
And used it
Whatever.
to serve his own ends. This is the original data of that system.
What? That's blatantly not true.
And it's like, okay, so whatever. In Kingdom Hearts 2, you're bullcrapping around to just have the computer system in there and have Tron, whatever. Now you've canonized, Kevin and Sam Flynn as characters that exist in a real United States of America somewhere. They're actually using these computers. Anyway, this gets stupider.
Here, data can be copied. Memory can be changed and easily manipulated. Tron is a digital entity.
Every single one he gasps
So why
at.
would
It's
he
not
be
surprising
any
anymore.
different? He obeys the rules of this world. Sora,
But which one is the real one?
what about you?
Which one's the real one?
Your heart, memories, your data, and your dreams. The bits and bytes that have made up your life so far.
Why is this getting to him?
Sure, they are not just copies
What?
of someone else's.
Yes! My memories and feelings.
What
are you going on about?
Are you sure, Sora, that what you're feeling isn't just a copy of someone else's feelings?
Feelings belong to me.
You had better check. Make certain the box's contents match what's on the label. Since you have been chosen.
Something is going to happen. Something is going to happen. What does that mean?
Realm of dreams.
Huh?
But there you are mistaken. Data does not dream. Cannot dream.
Remember your initial question?
This world is real. You haven't the slightest idea where you are. That you have already wandered off the path.
What do you mean?
Wait, why is it getting sucked out now?
Because magic. My only assumption is that that was magic done by that guy, not the door being open, since the door was open earlier and that wasn't happening. Anyway, so that scene, a couple different things. Number one, when Dream Drop Distance was when Legacy was in this game, I was like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
How can, wait, why would the inside of a computer program have fallen to darkness and be a sleeping world? That doesn't, how does that work? Exactly. That doesn't make sense to me. Okay. What? And then this character came out and said, it's not sleeping at all. And I was like, oh, these are moments where you feel rewarded as a member of the audience for like going, that doesn't make sense. And then the game goes, no, you were right. That actually didn't make sense. And you feel, oh, cool. I guess I was onto something. Guess what? That feeling of, oh, maybe I was wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe this game actually is going somewhere.
Yeah.
Dude, I cannot wait. I'm so excited to play the rest of this game with you.
Wait, so
Shut up, God!
So why
Not
is he
you,
here?
him.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm getting annoyed by it too.
Why is he here? Actually, it will be explained shortly. Here comes the boy band.
Greetings, Sora.
They didn't even shoot it right! Oh my God, they didn't even shoot it right!
Who are you?
I am Clue.
So it was you. You're the guy who turned Tron into Rinzler.
Correct. I had to repurpose his code.
Well, unrepurpose it.
Yes. Under the right parameters, I might.
Huh?
You have a little item called a Keyblade. It can open any lock, isn't that right? Hand it over, and I'll change Rinzler back into Tron.
The Keyblade? I can't. This is what lights the darkness. A chance to make everyone happy.
Ha!
Is that
Flawed
what that's all
reasoning.
about?
I guess, yeah, that's what the Keyblade is about. It's an opportunity to make people happy. Joey was skeptical of that line.
Why can't I get through to you?
Fight, Sora!
He had a physical reaction
Cora!
of
You're
disappointment.
okay! I can't believe it!
Yes, I think Tron heard you. Long enough for me to escape. You can do it! You can get through to him!
By beating him with an inch of his life.
Sora! You have to fight him!
But, Cora, how can I...
You have that key!
He fought
Bring
Riku
him to his senses!
back in the day, remember?
No, Joey! Shut up! Sora would never do something like that. He loves his friends so much and he's so nice!
I'll try.
I hate this.
Let's go, Tron.
So this was the 10-year like celebration, like
Yes,
anniversary.
that's
like,
correct. They have the specific boss music just for the Rinzler fight, though, which is kind of cool. Also, if I don't kill him fast enough, we will see that they invert the stage like they do in the movie.
Ooh.
But I might kill him too fast, so maybe I'll try to go slow and not kill him too fast.
I mean, nah.
You do that. You try to Oh,
try
no,
to
never mind.
Kirby
I didn't even
suck
kill
him
him
up.
that fast, so we're good. The main thing is your controls are inverted while you're up here, and it doesn't turn the camera over, so it's not the most comfortable thing ever. Which meant when I was playing it on 3DS, my strategy was mostly to hug the walls, dash into them, and spam flow motion at him.
It's a good idea, honestly.
Which is, but as you'll see, the damage is not really there. So.
No, but it's free until everything gets changed.
Yeah, but then also we can just do this. And then they also do this, which is neat. They do the little cinematic and you have to dodge out of the way.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's appreciated.
His run animation is a bit strange, but everything else looks pretty good.
Yeah, some of his animations aren't perfect, but it mostly looks alright.
He's got a lot of health.
Yes, he does.
Well, you've been super overpowered every time.
I'm shocked that I'm not killing him right now, actually. When I fought him before, I did this in, like... Was I supposed to load a save file? I looked at my file, I looked and it looked like I wasn't supposed to, unless I misread it somehow. I feel...
Pay attention?
I'm paying, no, I was paying, I was paying attention. I was mashing triangle, that's what you're supposed to do when you play this game. Dude, I'm pretty confident. Like, I mean, when I killed him, when I fought him before, like, I had to stop fighting him because I was like, wait a second, I still want to see if he inverts the stage. And, like, I had to stop attacking him because I killed him so fast. I think I have to load a file, don't I? Yeah, I do.
Okay.
That's the problem here. So I'll just skip those cutscenes, and then we'll melt him.
Gotcha.
The other thing that's really frustrating to me about that sequence where Xemnas comes in and he's talking about Data is like, so we were talking about last time, so does Data sort of have a heart or not, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously the villains who have shown up so far have been saying just garbage of like, oh, are you sure that you don't have someone prisoner in your heart? And it's like, do you mean Ven, the guy that I helped save the life of by letting him hang out, by letting him crash on my sofa? Like what are you even coming from, right? That being said, the villains in this game will provide some very crucial exposition over the course of this game.
Okay.
Quite frankly, the villains are extremely reliable when it comes to dishing out the truth, right? So in this, Sora goes to Tron. Maybe a heart-to-heart will jog his memory, and then Olivia Wilde is like, programs don't have hearts, Sora, and he's like, no, look, the Tron that I knew had something, right?
Oh yeah, that's big damage right there.
Then next up, oh yeah, well, you know what this is? I got my water boosts.
Ah.
That's probably what this file is, because it's like only 3 levels up, can't be that much of a difference. I know, and there's Balloon guy. I mean,
It's a big one.
here we go. Hold on, I actually got the thing on him.
So he's just stunned now?
Yeah, disc gemmer. Well, he's not stunned, but he can't use any of his ranged attacks. So yeah, Balloon Guy is a... Oh wait, I'll wait for a second so I can show it off. Basically, it comes out really quick, but it tracks really, really slow, as you're seeing.
Yeah.
On fast bosses, it's just not even going to hit them. And quite frankly, though it explodes out into those other balls that you just saw, their homing just isn't as good as Balloon Ru's homing is typically.
Will it disappear if it doesn't reach a target eventually?
Yes.
Okay, that's...
Now on boss, the main thing is, though, you remember I was talking about the main advantage of the basic Balloon is just zone control?
Yes.
Balloon Ga has very high chance to stun, and it has a large area of effect right in front of you, which means it's another, in addition to, like, Balloon Ra has no hitbox until after you hit it and it flies away, right?
Yeah.
Whereas that has a hitbox immediately upon coming out, so it's a good alternative of, I've got to get some distance and control this guy who's beating my ass. So it does have utility,
Right.
but it's not as good in terms of just raw DPS. I also like this right here because those effects are very much like the effects of the original movie, and specifically the effects of the limit break with Tron in KH2.
Yeah.
Which is a cool little touch of like him trying to, you know, pull out the original program, I guess. Anyway, point that I was going to get to on the subject of them talking about, oh, programs don't have hearts, right? And Sora was insisting that they do, is pretty much every time the villains show up in this game and go, okay, we're going to explain how stuff works, they are accurate. It is an accurate explanation of how things work. Quora says, who lives in this world, says programs don't have hearts, right?
Yeah.
Sora says, oh, the Tron that I knew had something, which you could then maybe say, oh, perhaps like replicas, they have the potential to grow hearts or something. I don't know. What? Look, it's all nonsense and it's all stupid, but like the point is that it's a very strange thing to me to have characters show the only scene in the entire franchise where there is any explicit exposition on whether or not programs have hearts, except I guess maybe encoded a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Where they just kind of say, "Oh, you have a heart, Data Sora." You devoted like a 2-minute long scene to Xemnas explaining how they don't have hearts and everything is meaningless in this world. And then there's never a counterpoint presented to that. I'm not saying that like you can't have characters come along and say things that are wrong in stories, but like qualify it, say that they were wrong instead of just leaving it there. Like if that scene wasn't to go, yeah, they don't have hearts, then what was the point of that scene? But who actually cares if programs have hearts or not? Like, I couldn't care less. The only context in which I care about programs having hearts is if this world has a heart, because then it can't be a sleeping world, but then the villains also said this isn't a sleeping world. So, whatever. The point is moot.
Oh, Tron!
Boy, does that not look good. That reflection in his mask.
I'll deal with you later. I have to retrieve Rinzler.
Bye. What did the camera just point at? Oh, it was... Wait, hold on. That's his ship. So he went down and then went left really fast and got on his ship.
He reached for my hand.
Yeah, anybody would if they were about to fall to their death, you dingus!
If it's his program to kill you, then he would grab your hand and drag you with him. Of course, he saved him there, obviously, but still.
Tron is still in there. It's a good thing that this world is over now.
Special power.
So do you. Power to make me see it.
So,
Huh?
does that mean we're friends?
He was friends with Neku after 2 sentences. Yeah, of course, duh. I'm friends with everybody unless I try to kill them. Sometimes I'm friends with them too, honestly. Except for when I'm not, because killing is bad.
What
But
if
friendship
my
is
memories
good.
aren't my own? I gotta be like Tron.
You mean
We're
brainwashed?
walking the wrong path, but our hearts will lead us back to the truth.
That's not a good way of going about
God,
things, Sora.
this is just such a bizarre moment because, like, okay, if Sora believes those guys when they were like, "You aren't in the sleeping worlds. You're completely off course. You have no idea where you are. You've been bamboozled," right? If Sora believes those guys are right, then he should do something about it. And his reasoning is, well, I'm going down the wrong path. I'm walking right towards those cliffs, but I'm just going to believe that I'm doing the right thing. Either do something about it or dismiss it. Don't be like, they're probably right, but I don't give a crap.
Oh, man.
It's just like people are like, oh, Kingdom Hearts makes sense. The lore makes sense. It's not the lore, guys. It's the characters saying, I have this information and I'm going to do nothing with it. Also, I love that Tron fell to the floor of this arena, presumably around where Sora is now standing. And Sora could get here, apparently, relatively easily, and nobody stopped him. So why didn't he go get Tron?
This is a different area. Don't worry about it. Hey. That looks kind of alright.
He looks kind of alright. We talked a lot in the DDD playthrough, I mean the Birth by Sleep playthrough, and a little bit in the Kingdom Hearts 2 playthrough, how I don't really like a lot of the Keyblade, Disney World Keyblade designs after the first game. They just kind of get a lot hokier.
Yeah.
That dual disc one looks fine. It's not great, but it's acceptable. Alrighty, let's wrap this up as Riku too. Get things done for the evening.
Please, I want to see my wife and kids.
No, claim so bonus! Why would I ever want to not? No, leave me alone.
You spawn into enemies.
Yes, you do.
Amazing.
Okay, so I just realized we're never gonna see this because I'm gonna play my cards right. So if you were in the middle of a random encounter and you dropped, you come right back into the random encounter where you left off, right?
Yeah.
If you drop in the middle of a boss fight, it doesn't matter if you were one hit away from beating them. When you go back to the other character, you got to start from full health.
Yeah. Very good.
All right, we are gonna have to rewatch some cutscenes here as Riku. So sorry about that, everybody. Oh wait, no. What am I? Oh, I forgot. Duh. I forgot. Okay, my mistake, everyone. My mistake. This is why jumping around between save files is difficult sometimes, even with my documentation. I sometimes forget what's happening.
So you gotta go back.
I gotta go to a save point so I can go to the gate, to the portal. Which unfortunately means I have to go out to the world map and then load back in, but that's fine.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
They fixed that in Kingdom Hearts 3. You can now go to a save point and just go to whatever other location is available from the save point.
Cool stuff.
Like whatever else is on that world, you can just go to it. I mean, I assume Riku's already decked out the way that I want him, right? I got a cure. Ooh, I can use that. Okay. We're good. Okay, this whole bit right here. Remember when I was talking about, I wanted to show you some of these movies to see how much things are butchered, right?
Yeah.
And it was like, we can either do we would either A, be doing Hunchback of Notre Dame, or B, this. With Hunchback, it would have been like the Festival of Fools and the saving Esmeralda from burning at the pyre scenes of just like the production values just being shot. For this game, it's these. For this world, I mean, for this movie, it's these scenes. It's not good.
Howdy.
This is mine. Had a feeling you'd be here. You
Just
promised
like his
that we
pose.
would change the world together. You broke your promise. I took the system to its maximum potential. And
God.
now, you see the applications at my disposal.
You mean this weird, gross, not perfect at all thing that you have?
Don't believe it.
You can leave this one to me.
How did he get? What?
Why?
How did he get back on his ship?
It's not mechanical in nature at all. Why is it making dumb mechanical noises?
This is Commandus. Yeah, Commandus.
They had some good names in this, I'll give it that. You know what I mean by good.
I know what you mean. But I mean, they know what they are. They're joking around. They're having
Yeah.
some fun. Oh man, I've already done enough damage. So when he does a certain amount of damage, the clue starts to heal him, and you gotta go in here and jam the energy to stop him from healing him.
Okay.
And then the fight starts again. And I'm just gonna go ahead and just keep doing this. Oh, I already have done enough damage to use another one to stop him from healing him.
Incredible.
All right. Good stuff. Yeah, just come
Wow.
toward. Oh, hold on. Can I just hit him? No, I gotta finish him off with the thing.
By hacking?
By hacking.
Okay.
This fight was
Man,
70%
I know I have a
hacking.
southern accent, but God, it just came out. It's too
Hacking.
late.
It's hacking.
Oh my goodness.
There we go. He's dead now.
Aren't we
You
all
see what I
on
do
the
for?
inside?
Do you see what I do for you and for the people, Joey?
The people.
I spent like a week replaying this game doing this crap, so this would just be like that. It would just be done. Watch this, okay? Clue. Oh no! Crap, my thing is gone.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, hold on. Now let me pull out the movie script.
I created the perfect system. The thing about perfection is that it's unknowable. It's impossible. But it's also right in front of us all the time. You wouldn't know that because I didn't when I created you. I'm sorry, Clue. I'm sorry.
Such a powerful scene we're seeing right now.
Especially because we've clearly established these themes of imperfection and perfection in these cutscenes that we've watched before this one. Dude, the no music is really pushing up the tension on this one. And watch this as well right here. So not only are they emulating the movie script, like just copying it, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're emulating cinematography in places that really doesn't work. Like this plays into a problem of this game feeling like it was written by way too many people, because lines that these characters are saying don't sound like lines that anybody else in the film is saying, or anybody else in the game is saying, right? Because they're written by different people.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have like the slow-mo shot of Riku running, the slow-mo shot from underneath of the bike jumping out, that overhead shot of Sam being thrown over Clue wrestling style.
Yeah.
It's like that. Nothing else in the game is shot like that. Nothing else. It's so distracting. Also, they literally cut a shot out where she fires the grappling gun and like goes underneath and swings up in front of him.
Yeah, you just see her.
She just shows up. which I wonder if that means there's like literally just floor, like invisible. You know what I mean? Like collision.
Yeah.
They can't get models through right off to the side of that bridge. Also, the sound effect on her little lightsaber coming out was like absolutely pathetic.
Well, it looks pathetic.
I mean, yeah, no, to be fair, those lightsabers look pathetic in the movie too, but it looks even more pathetic and sounds even more pathetic here. God, the no music is really ratcheting up the tension. This whole scene, you can barely even hear the dialogue in the movie because just the bass is just blasting.
No.
You can't even tell that it's Korra in this.
I can't even see.
And there was no line ahead of time of like, hey, I need you to do something for me.
Why? He's my son.
Which has been mentioned, I think, like once in any of these cutscenes so far.
Go!
Still no music. I'm waiting.
Dad! Sam!
What about that big beam of light and like the
Oh,
big
dude.
oppressive energy?
Oh, dude. Oh, yeah. There's that too. But also, hey, check it out, man. It's the generic Birth by Sleep sad music.
Oh my gosh! Look, it's
Same speed, same editing. Doesn't match at all with. Cause like yes, you can barely even. He's literally shouting yes, and there's a cut back to him, and like you can't hear him over the music because it's so loud. You know what I mean?
I know.
And there it's just like a shot on them, and you just hear him from off screen go yes.
Bye, kiddo.
No flashback, no music.
None of that.
God, this is just a masterpiece. Look, the final shot on Sam crying because he's leaving his dad behind. They even ruined that. How did they ruin that shot? All they had to do was rack focus. Riku's like, I'm gonna contribute to this scene. This game is embarrassing.
It is, but it's fine. This is fine.
Oh no, he blew up. Riku's gonna die. Oh, the explosion was much smaller. It's fine. It's okay. Riku's just standing there. He's ready for it. It is good. It's fine. He didn't. Oh, now Riku's just walking. He's just walking away. It's cool.
The portal is gone.
There's a post I was gonna try to find, but there's no way. I'd have to dig for hours.
Maybe when we pass through them.
It has to do with like the composer. It's like Howard. It's like no matter how good the music is, it's like it's hard for me. It's gonna be hard for me to take the scene seriously in Kingdom Hearts 3. Like when Mickey's on, like it's like the piano's playing and it's real sympathetic, and you have these just goofy ass characters.
Oh God. He's literally. It honestly feels like Riku's just like photoshopped into this scene. And that way, it's not even a problem with just the character design. It's that he has nothing to do in this scene.
Well, okay, literally earlier when Korra was like, quote, sacrificed herself to get captured to let them like move on.
Yeah.
It's like that scene played out exactly like it did in the movie, except Riku was like, yeah.
I concur.
Yeah. And like they didn't acknowledge it. The scene played on as normal. He was caught. It's like you could have taken the movie and then photoshopped him into the movie.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like at minimum they started to do something with Sora, but like they literally ended on a cliffhanger that I know they will never come back to ever. Will never be revisited as a plot point. I know it in my bones.
All right, so back to important stuff.
I've turned this castle upside
I love that
down.
question mark on the end of that. From you, not from him.
Hey, friendos.
Hey, are the other two still out cold?
Dylan and Evan are conscious again, but still unstable. They're resting inside.
Screw it. I'm not even going to wait until after the scene to talk about this. I'm going to remind everybody of something that's easy to forget about. So these characters all like died, however they died, and they woke up in this room, right?
Yep.
Okay, so Zexion is here. Ienzo, who's the kid in Birth by Sleep. He was the main antagonist of Riku's side, other than Billy Zane in Chain of Memories. Yeah. The last thing that happened to him was Axel sicking the Riku replica on him and brutally murdering him for what appeared to him to be no reason.
Yep.
Anyway, let's watch the rest of the scene.
I was going to say, because in my head I was like, wait, Axel was like the assassin. Like he killed a bunch of them, didn't he? Or not a bunch, but it's like he He was the wild card. Like, people didn't really trust him.
But no, he's in the room with someone whose last memory would be him sending Riku Replica to siphon the life out of him.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Anyway.
Well, I guess I'll give the castle grounds a sweep.
Don't. If they were back, we would have found them by now.
So do you think they were blasted off to some other world or what?
I highly doubt it. When someone who's lost their heart is recompleted, they should return to the place where it happened. And if that world is unavailable for whatever reason, a refuge is made for them in the realm between, a world called Traverse Town. They would be sent there.
So I guess Traverse Town is also responsible for a period. So what if somebody got recompleted as a nobody and their world was gone, and Traverse Town was too busy in the sleeping worlds being a stand-in for Shibuya? What happens to them then? Huh, game?
Also,
game?
Also, you said it implied that they didn't know, but he knows.
Knows what?
Like, he's like, well...
Oh, no, you're right. You're totally right. Of course he understands this. Of course he does. You're right, because he just explained it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, of course they know. Oh, I've been fighting with people in comment sections for like the last 2 years over this. I forgot. He literally just outlines it. Oh my god. I'm right all the time.
Or perhaps...
No, look. Okay. The fact is, we're...
I told you I pay attention. God. Okay, that was obviously, I was exaggerating. I am wrong about things a lot, but when people are like, Jacob, you're not paying attention. Yes, I am. I swear I am. I swear to God, I'm paying attention.
We've been recompleted, right?
And all the people who are like, you're not paying attention, they didn't know about that. Well,
They should be here too. Blaine.
God, I hate this.
You hate this, but this was a journey of your own design. Okay, these
I
last
have to
3
let-
years.
I have to let people know. I have to document it. It's like a found footage film. People need to know.
Our descent into madness.
I need a second. I'm gonna get a drink of water. Hey, Joey.
What's poppin'?
I don't know. What's your plan for tomorrow? What are you doing tomorrow?
I'm hanging out with the crew.
The crew, your boys.
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing, but...
You gonna play that free Blackout weekend?
Maybe. I'll be sure to let you know if I do. I'll start getting it downloaded.
I'm probably gonna be editing. I was about to say I'm gonna be editing 358 Days Over 2, but that's not true. I'm probably gonna work on another video instead. Okay. I'm doing a lot of Let's Play editing lately. I need to mix it up and work on some real videos.
That's fair. Oh man. In the meantime, though, while you're taking a break, we can let's see. Now, Spyco was one of the base Spectrobes that first came out. He was in a lot of promotional material along with there's another one. Anyway, I don't like him.
Of course, it dropped frames. I'm just gonna restart the capture now.
Is audio still going?
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Anyway, he becomes Spike Nor at the very end. I'm pretty sure Spike Han is the one that was used in most of the promotional material. I'm not a super big fan of him. It was him and Komanu.
I need to see some of these.
What, the Spectrum?
I want to see the Spectrum.
Okay, so here we go. Yeah. So here's... Oh, it'll do it eventually. Alright, so this is Spyco right here. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Spike Han was using most promotional materials, but here's his final evolution.
That's pretty cool.
If you go down here, this is...
That looks very Pokemon-ish. What is that?
Yeah.
Komainu.
Komainu, yeah. And then Komanito. He was... Yeah, those are the two, because you use two of them in battle at once. And it's like, those are the two that were in the most promotional material, and the ones in the CG like anime, they had like 6 episodes for Spectrobes.
Of course.
Anyway, I don't like them. There they are though. Spike Han's alright. He's cool. Green and yellow aesthetic, whatever. The one under him though, Nagu, that's my boy. Alright.
You showing me this just reminded me of when you showed up today. You walked in on one of the nerdiest moments that I've had in a long time.
Oh yeah?
You not remember?
What was it?
It was looking at Bionicle related stuff.
Oh yeah.
So I found out through some YouTube videos. Like there's a YouTube video about basically there's a Bionicle game. Like it was supposed to be like a PC game like in the 2000s that was pretty heavily marketed and then got canceled. And like it was a big mystery of my childhood for a while of like where did this game go that I saw marketed for like a year that never. existed.
Uh-huh.
And eventually I found out, it just got canceled. It just happens. But
Yeah.
it was just weird for me at the time to not know that, right? So like a little while ago, basically like a fairly functional beta of the game got leaked online. Like it's unfinished, but you can essentially complete the game.
Yeah.
And I was watching a video about it, and the guy was like, yeah, you can download it on this site that's like has all of the Bionicle stuff that fans are trying to compile everything, and they've done tons of patches and fixes to make it run properly on modern computers. And I was like, I'm not going to download this, but I'll go check out the site,
Yeah.
They got all the Bionicle music there. They got a lot of other stuff. Bionicle's got some good music, folks. Just to point out, I mean, a lot of it's bad, but there's some good tracks just from the different games and the web projects and all this other stuff. But I decided to just launch some of the Flash games that were like, on the internet that you could play, that were on the official websites. I actually have Matanui Online Game, the original one, like on a hard drive somewhere. I downloaded it years ago because I was afraid, like, what if it disappears? I want to have this stuff from my childhood that's cool. But I decided there's Matanui Online Game 2, which never really ran properly back in the day, but I bet these fans have probably improved it, so I'm going to try and launch this and see if I can run it. And I didn't make it out of the first room.
Oh yeah, no, I came in and you showed me
not
the
because it
evidence.
crashed or anything like the game used to do, but because I walked up to a post-it note on the girl's her door as you're leaving her house, and I clicked on it to read it, and it came up, and it was all written in the fictional Bionicle language. And I was like, oh crap, I was hoping it would have I forgot about this. I won't be able to read this. And I was like, I just stared at it for a second, and I was like, I wonder if I can read this. And I could.
And it's like, instead of looking up a cipher, you just spent time. And you translated the first part of the note.
I've translated the first half, and it wasn't like, I have perfect memory of this. It's like, I remember some of these letters, so from context, I'm going to figure out what these other letters are. God, that's the nerdiest thing I've done in a long time. Was just randomly going, I can still read Matoran. This is not good. This is not good for me.
That's fine. Worse things have happened.
I suppose.
Worse things have happened today. For instance, this.
It's true. We also watched Coded today.
Why are we here?
To watch Tron Legacy and have a good time and eat Chinese food.
Oh man.
Tron Legacy's hey. I'm gonna do a Hannibal. Hey. Tron Legacy is pretty good.
It's pretty good.
I don't think it was, it was a pretty low brow movie, but it was fine, I guess.
Tron Legacy, it is good. Guys should watch it maybe, or don't. Who cares?
I don't know. I think some people definitely would not like it because it is very much it is a movie where you are watching it to listen to the music.
I think
and enjoy the visuals.
I think more like in modern day. I think more people more of the average consumer would like watching it than the original.
Do you? Yeah, the original is interesting as like a piece of
if you want
film history.
If you want to think a little bit, watch the first one. If you want to feel, watch this one. Not emotionally feel, but like experience.
Well, I mean, honestly, if you want to say emotionally feel. It does have a more it's not a deep script in terms of like themes or whatever, but it's like it does actually there's nothing to feel in the first Tron. It's a fairly straightforward adventure film about we got to get this information so we can prove some guy committed fraud.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This one is like father and son and the meaning of perfection and what's really valuable in life.
Yeah, it's
all
very shallow. But
it's all fine. I mean, it's also stuff that's like, yeah, I felt that's a feeling. There was an emotion associated with that as opposed to I gotta prove this guy ripped me off for tons of money, so I can get out of my crappy arcade and become the new Bill Gates.
All right. Well, I think it's time for us to end our journey tonight.
Nah.
So why don't you hit that continue button, please? I have a headache. It's probably a food related.
Wait, okay. This is very briefly.
Okay.
Very briefly. Do you know about the other Daft Punk film?
No, I do not.
The Interstellar 55555, the story of the Secret Star System.
No.
This is an anime film that was produced. I forget the name of the director, but it was like a guy who was. Even though this movie was produced in I want to say 2000, it was like either really late 90s or really early 2000s, but it has a very early 90s, late 80s look to it. It has that very classic. Anime, just kind of the appearance of before everything went digital, right? Mm-hmm. It looks really cool. And basically it was the two guys who are Daft Punk. Like anime is big in France. They like the anime, so basically they got in touch with.
That's why Code Lyoko exists.
They got in touch with the guy who directed some of their favorite childhood anime and said, "So hey, listen, we have this idea. What we want to do is we're doing a new album. It's called Discovery. It's about the length of a movie, so we just want to make an entire movie that is just the album." So this movie it's an animated film that has essentially no dialogue and minimal sound effects. It is just a feature animated movie that is just the Discovery album.
That sounds very fascinating.
It is. It's a movie, again, similarly to Tron Legacy, where in some cases I would like hesitate to recommend it to everybody, but it is, especially if you're like a film person, it's like
if you liked Tron Legacy, maybe you'll like this.
You will not see anything else like put together the way that movie is. It's really interesting, and also the plot is super duper hammy.
Good.
On one hand, well, I'm not talking about this. Isn't even spoiling it, because there's a lot of stuff comes up as that movie goes on, and I feel like if I tell people what the plot is, that's gonna let them know if this movie is for them or not, because like the plot is completely secondary. Like it's just there for an excuse to put these visuals on screen and move you through the story. Mm-hmm. But the plot is about a rock band from an alien planet, and they are kidnapped, brainwashed, and brought to Earth by an evil record producer who is stealing talent from other planets and then taking all of their already successful music and churning them out into mindless hit top 40 Billboard music for the Earth masses before discarding them and going back to the well for more talent to be sucked dry.
Amazing.
It's like the most dead-on thing ever, that it goes beyond being dead-on and enters like full-on camp. It's great. Anyway, back to Dream Drop Distance.
Yes, please.
So they were like, the people who got blown up, Isa and Braig and Xehanort, they should be here, because they also got stabbed in the computer room.
Yes.
And simple. I agree, it is strange.
It's also strange that you're not upset with Axel for killing you.
Could they not have been recompleted at all?
You'd think that now that he has a heart, he would be especially mad about getting killed.
Yeah.
But whatever, he doesn't care.
Maybe he's just so happy.
Well, you see,
Forget it. You know what? I'll bring him back myself.
huh? How exactly?
Why do I always get stuck with the icky jobs?
You just said you're gonna do it.
So I don't know if you noticed that, but Tron was spelled wrong. It was Toron. And I thought maybe that's like a Japanese thing, and it's like, Torono or something like that, right? And then somebody in the comments during the stream said they went and checked the Japanese footage of KH2, and it was spelled Tron on the wall, like in the Japanese version of KH2. So
great.
I don't know how that got there.
Wonderful.
Torono. But even that should have an O after N. Torono, whatever.
Soniku, Sonikku. All right, well that's this game.
That's this game.
That's this game, guys. Good night, everybody. Have sweet dreams. I don't care what time you're watching this. Take a nap.
Good night, everybody. We're definitely going to bed.
Yep.
Maybe I'll cool it next time. That was a big pop off, and I apologized for it before, but like that was a point that I'd conceded to people on like, okay, they didn't know about it, that's fine. And then like,
but
no, they totally knew.
See, this is what happens when you play a game for the fourth time. You learn new things.
I'm sure I knew this at some point and I just forgot about it because my brain is saturated with being able to read Matoran and other useless information.
Oh man, it's such as remembering the best DS game of all time. Dino Master. Dig Discover Duel.
That's the end for us for the evening. Have a good night, everybody.